Hello YouTube, it is Elvar over here. Welcome back to our channel. In this video I will show you how to remove Google Lock FRP from Samsung Galaxy A56 which has Exynos 1580. So this will work only on Exynos and this is tested on Bit A security of May 2026. It is not tested on the newer ones. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is we need to download the tool called SamFw tool. So go to samfw.com, click on other tools, download, and then scroll down to the very bottom. So we find the SamFw tool download link. Click on it, okay? And after that the download will start. It is a small file which will have the installation file inside it. Once you have downloaded, open it, okay? So let me go to the folder. This is the folder of downloads. Open the SamFw, right click on the installation file, tap on open. Okay, now hit on more info and then run anyway. Click on yes to continue with the installation, accept and agree to the terms, next, install, and then click on open or finish. Okay, it will take a while to install, so you just need to wait and then click on finish. Okay, once the file is open, once the software is open, it will detect the missing drivers. In my case, it is missing the Samsung USB driver and the Visual C++. I'm going to install first the Samsung USB driver. So just click on yes, the download will start, the installation will start, and it will take 1 or 2 minutes to complete the installation. I'm going to speed up the process so the video will not be long, but in your case, it might take a bit longer. Okay, try not to skip any part because it is very important for you to have all the components installed. Okay, as you see over here, another thing missing, it is the Visual C++. And the SamFw tool detects it, but it cannot install it. To install, go to google.com and search TSM Tool Pro. Open the main page over here. So this is the website of the tool that we're gonna use also for the FRP, but it will help us also to install the Visual C++. Okay, tap on main on the top left corner and we will have the option drivers and libraries. Click on that one, tap on Microsoft libraries and tools, tap on download, and we will have the files over here. You're gonna select the 32-bit or 64-bit depending on your Windows. In my case, I have 64-bit. Tap on the blue download link and then the file will be downloaded. This is inside the folder and we're gonna extract this folder on our downloads or anywhere else when it is easy. Go inside the folder, go to the folder AMD64, force copy, okay, open the folder SVC pack and then we will have the installation file over here. Right click on it, tap on open and the installation file will start. Click on yes, we need to agree to the terms, we need to accept it. And then this is the installation of the Microsoft Visual C++. This one will take a while, maybe 3 to 5 minutes or more, depending on the computer speed. But I'm going to speed up the video, so the video will not be that long. Okay, perfect. So once we have installed that, the next thing we need to do through the SamFw tool is change the CSC. So you need to go to MTP, click on change CSC, and on your choice over here on the second box, we're gonna need to write XAA and then click on change. So it is very easy to do it like this, and it will take like 1 or 2 minutes in total to do it, but it is very crucial step, so don't skip this part. Okay, once you click change CSC, you need to click also already open test mode. And even though there is no test mode open on the phone, it will not matter, the CSC will still change. After you do that, the phone will reboot. Click on no over here. And once the phone reboots, we need to put it on download mode. So click on reboot and then click on download mode, okay? Once we do that, the software will run automatically and will put the phone into download mode. Okay, even though it says fail over here, I can see the phone that it is already on download mode. And the SamFw also reads it as download. If you see same thing like I'm seeing on the photo, you should continue with the next step. go to the test tsmtool.com/download and download the TSM tool, the first version, the Pro one. Okay. Click on the download links. I'm going to choose a mega download. Okay. And once you click on the download, it will start. It might take a couple of seconds up to a few minutes. It is not a big file, but sometimes it depends on the internet connection. Okay, so it is almost done. Let's wait a few more seconds. And once it is downloaded, what we need to do is we need to go inside the folder which we already downloaded. The TSM tool will have the installation file over here. Right click on it and then tap on open. Click on more info, install anyway or run anyway. Tap on yes over here on the dialog box. Go next, create a desktop shortcut. Go next, again, install, and the installation will not take long. Finish. Once you hit finish, the software will automatically run. So it will take you to this screen, the login screen. So this is a paid tool. It means that you have to buy a subscription on it, like 1 year or so. But if you don't want to buy it, if you have only one or a few devices, you can rent it on helpviral.company.site. Okay, I did the same thing and now I'm logging into the software. Let me do that right now. It will take a couple of seconds to open the software. And this is the main screen of the tool. It is very easy how to use it. You have one search option over here, base. We're gonna click Exynos because our model, it is an Exynos, and we're gonna leave it auto detect. Click on FRP, remove FRP plus download, and all we need to do now is just wait. As you see over here on the carrier, it says XAA, so the change CSC has worked. And now it is on the connecting to the server, okay? And this process might take like 3 to 5 minutes again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speed up the video so it will not be that long. You should see the same steps like I'm seeing right now. It will start with the booting the custom RAM disk, starting exploit, loading boot config, sending RAM disk, boot complete. The phone will start in normal mode after that, and it will be detected on ADB mode. As you see on the port, it is showing on ADB mode, and the software will start doing the process itself. You will see starting remove FRP okay, and at the end the FRP will be removed if you do it correctly, just like I'm doing on the video. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you have any question or anything else, let us know in the comments.